You're watching News 10 at 11.
Failed to come out of a loop during the air show near Brussels. It simply slammed into the ground and exploded into a fireball near a row of crowded bleachers. The pilot and at least 7 spectators were killed in the crash. Some of the victims were children. At least 40 other people were injured. Officials say it's possible the plane got caught by a gust of wind. The second day of the air show, scheduled for tomorrow, has now been canceled. In news around the world tonight, the flooding that brought chaos to parts of eastern Germany is in danger of recurring. On the Polish-German border, soldiers have been working around the clock to shore up dikes, hoping to prevent more flooding. Many of the homes along the Oder River are flooded to their roofs. More than 100 people died in the floods, called the worst in the area in some 50 years. In France, brush fires have burned nearly 1,500 acres of land and forced the evacuation of more than 1,000 people. Airplanes are dropping water and chemicals from the sky in a fire control effort, but at least 5 homes have been destroyed, along with firefighting vehicles in France. And in Malaysia, a man sets a new world record living in a tank with 5,000 scorpions for some 21 days. He was bitten 95 times. Ali Khan left his glass-enclosed cubicle today to accept his award for setting the new record. He says he lived with the scorpions to help raise money for the Malaysian Liver Foundation. And that is a new world record. Coming up next on News 10 tonight, history comes tumbling down in hot Atlanta. We'll see what 500 pounds of well-placed explosives can do. And a balmy night in Old City as customers enjoy a cappuccino at the Zando Coffee Bar. Will the warm weather continue tomorrow? The exclusive Earthwatch forecast is coming up.
You're watching News 10 at 11. Real-time closed captioning of News 10 is brought to you as a public service by your Quality Plus Ford dealer, featuring the Ford Windstar, the highest-rated minivan with a 5-star safety rating.
The automotive world has got a new point of reference for quality and value. Ford Taurus, America's best-selling car for the 5th straight year. It's got more horsepower than Camry or Accord. 13 standard features you can't even get on Chevy Lumina. And not even Dodge Intrepid has more room. What does it all mean? We'll get right to the point. There's more to afford. Get low 4.8% APR financing for 48 months or $1,500 cash back on Ford Taurus, only from your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
News 10, 7 days a week. Today and every day, start your mornings with News 10. Sundays beginning at 6, News 10 delivers the Philadelphia region's first look at the day ahead. Then at 8, it's NBC Sunday Today. At 9, News 10 Today Weekend delivers more local news, more Earthwatch updates, and more breaking stories from Chopper 10. Then at 10:30, Meet the Press brings you the inside story from our nation's capital. And at 11:30, News 10 helps you plan the rest of your day. News 10 today and every day, right here on NBC 10.
It's a day at the rodeo in South Philadelphia today, but don't expect to see any horses. SEPTA buses take center stage in the ring today. News 10 at the Vet Stadium parking lot as SEPTA bus drivers showing their stuff. Close to 40 drivers display their skills on an obstacle course. The drivers are competing for prizes like an all-expenses-paid trip to the International Bus Rodeo Championship in Chicago, which is 2 months away. Atlanta says goodbye to one of its landmarks today with a demolition of the Omni Sports Center. More than 500 pounds of explosives reduced the once impressive building to a pile of rubble in a matter of seconds. The building was imploded to make way for a new $215 million arena that will be home to the Atlanta Hawks. The building will also house the city's future hockey team in the fall of 1999. In North Dakota, officials are assessing the damage from 3 tornadoes that touched down today near Fargo. Tornado warnings went into effect in Fargo and several counties in the eastern part of the state around 4:30 this afternoon. The National Weather Service confirms 3 tornadoes actually touched down just northwest of the city. Here's one of them. So far, there have been no reports of injuries or major damage from the twisters. And after a year of planning, a group of Southwest Philadelphia kids bring a taste of Hawaii to their neighborhood this weekend. Kids came up with the idea as a way to show unity in their neighborhood. For the past year, they researched Hawaiian culture and Hawaiian food. Today's weather helped give the street festival a tropical feeling, and as you can see, it looks like everyone joined in the fun today. Glenn Hurricane Schwartz has the night off tonight. Meteorologist Bill Henley joining us now with the latest from Earthwatch. Bill, what's tomorrow holding for us?
Well, it may start to feel a little more tropical around here. Tomorrow, more humidity is on the way. In fact, you may have noticed an increase already tonight, even though our temperatures have been falling. Right now, we're in the 70s, made it in the 80s this afternoon. Temperatures were right on track for normal this time of year. 77 right now at Temple University in Philadelphia, 89 the high there. Officially at the airport, it was 87, by the way. Winds now out of the south, southeast, or kicking around southerly mainly at 6 miles an hour. Humidity 70%. Sounds a little high. No precipitation. None expected through the weekend, with just a couple exceptions. 78 right now here at NBC 10, 74 for Wilmington. Cherry Hill, you have 76 degrees at 71 in Cape May. Kind of been an ocean bay breeze working there all day today. Right now, across the rest of the area, temperatures are in the 70s, falling into the 60s, but tomorrow we're going to be heading to 90 degrees and beyond in some spots. Not a lot of clouds out there, a few of them, but skies tonight will be partly cloudy at best. Not expecting any showers from these, but there's a possibility of showers scattered around in isolated spots over the next couple days. Humidity is on the way. High pressure is going to ensure we have lots of sunshine, and you get the heat and the sunshine together, and you could have some showers, maybe even a thunderstorm popping up during tomorrow afternoon and Monday, too. Now, late on Monday into Tuesday, this is what's heading our way. It's a cold front, so temperatures will be warming up, but then on Tuesday, they'll be cooling down. Look at this. Ahead of that cold front, some showers popping up. Those are a possibility for tomorrow and Monday, moving ahead of the cooler air. So keep an eye on the sky tomorrow. But most of us, I think, are going to stay nice and dry. Just a couple clouds out there right now. Otherwise, we can see the skies, or the stars and the skies without too many problems. Next 24 hours, our future satellite shows you that we may see a few clouds between midnight and 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Partly cloudy skies at best. Then it looks like it's going to be clear for most of the day. During the afternoon, showing is going to be clear, but in a couple spots here and there, we could see some clouds pick up and maybe a shower or a thunderstorm develop. Otherwise, temperatures down the shore are going to be in the mid to upper 80s with lots of sunshine. Looks like the weekend's going to turn out to be beautiful through tomorrow, and if you have Monday off, Monday's going to turn out to be pretty good too. Temperatures going even warmer on Monday. You'll see that on the 5-day in just a sec. Partly cloudy tonight. Temperatures dropping down to 65 in the suburbs to 68 in Center City. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer and a little more humidity. Moderate humidity levels with a possibility of an afternoon thunder shower, isolated showers at best. 90 will be the afternoon high tomorrow. If that's not warm enough for you, check out Monday. 94 degrees with increasing humidity and a good chance of some scattered showers during the afternoon or evening on Monday. Then things will be cooling down for Tuesday with a good deal of sunshine for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and afternoon high temperatures in the low 80s. So be turning on the heat and the humidity for, well, a little bit tomorrow, but more. You'll feel it more on Monday. Okay. Then we'll get some relief on Tuesday.
That's not too bad. We can take it. Okay, Bill, thank you. Watch this next story. Well, just like Mike Tyson, you too, Bill, maybe you too, can take a bite out of Evander Holyfield's ears, but they'll taste a lot better because the ears are chocolate. A California merchant is selling small chocolate ears with 4 teeth marks in them to poke fun at Tyson's attack on Holyfield during their recent heavyweight match. That cost Tyson, by the way, about $3 million, but these ears are just $3.50. Cheap. Just ahead on News 10, the Eagles tangling with the Ravens in a preseason tune-up. Howard Eskin with sports is coming up next.
You're watching News 10 at 11.
On the next Montel Williams show, some struggled with loss.
I said, it's not Mikey, is it?
Some struggled with addiction.
Your mind just tells you that you need it.
And some struggled with their very souls.
I don't like myself anymore.
They felt the devastating effects of drugs, and they came to Montel looking for help and for hope.
What tells us you won't go back again and disappoint them yet another time?
Find out who listened and who didn't. An update on guests whose lives were shattered by drugs on the next Montel.
Monday at 4 on NBC 10.
With its legendary capabilities and tough quadricoil suspension, Jeep Grand Cherokee can take you to all kinds of places far from home. Or not so far from home. Now lease Grand Cherokee for 0 down, $379 a month and $874 due at signing. See your dealer today.
Here's Howard now with a look at sports. How the
Hey, how about a little football? That's right. The Eagles played their first preseason, well, it was sort of a preseason game. The first real preseason game is next Saturday night against the New York Jets. Today the Birds played a scrimmage against the Baltimore Ravens. Now what today was 4 sets of 12 plays by each team. The Eagles won it. Let's go to Lehigh University and take a look. That's a fan in a Dallas shirt, and their Eagles fans are all over. Look at the guy yelling at him. They're all over him. Steve Everett hurt today. That's not a good sign, although he should be back in a few days, his knee and his ankle. Ty Detmer, 5 for 7 today in his part of the scrimmage. Then Rodney Peete came in the football game. He was 4 for 4 with this 16-yard touchdown pass to Freddie Solomon. He threw for 46 yards, and Bobby Hoying did see a lot of time today in the scrimmage. Bobby Hoying also throwing to Freddie Solomon, who had a busy day. The Eagles win it 23-7. Now, with so much hoopla around the scrimmage, I know there were certain expectations by the coaches and the players.
I think there were some things that, you know, we supposedly won on the scoreboard, but there's some things that we can do better. There's some things that I can do better. I think we got off to a slow start, but, you know, at least we have another chance.
It was good work for us. We needed this before we went into a preseason game. Next week, of course, you know, we're going up against the Jets, and that's going to be a real physical contest. And you know, anytime you get a chance to go against another team before a preseason game or any game, it really helps your football team.
Whatever decision they make, I have to live with. You know, obviously I want to play. I mean, that's the bottom line. I think Ty feels the same way. He wants to play. But unfortunately, at that position, only one person can play. So it's a difficult decision to make, but I intend on making it even more difficult.
All right, tomorrow, following News 10 at 11, I had a chance to talk to one of those QBs. Rodney Peete will have that interview, plus a look at how the quarterback competition between Rodney Peete and Ty Detmer stacks up. That and more Sunday night on Sports Final, 11:35, right here on NBC 10. Now today, the first NFL preseason game, the Hall of Fame game. Let's go to Canton, Ohio, and a familiar face. That's number 7, Randall Cunningham. He got in the second quarter behind the starter Brad Johnson, and guess what? Yes, Randall throws it off the back foot still, but touchdown. Minnesota wins it 28-26 over Seattle, and afterwards some more drivel by Randall Cunningham concerning the Eagles.
I think I overstayed my welcome there. I think 9-10 years would have been enough, but I think that 11th year with the 4 coaching changes over my career and 2 owner changes over my career, sooner or later it was time for me to hit the road, but I wanted to be loyal to Philadelphia. I didn't want to leave on a bad note, and that loyalty basically got the best of me.
That's what I like, a little loyalty. Hey, 4 inductees today in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Don Shula with 347 coaching wins. Mike Webster of the Steelers. Mike Haynes of the Patriots and the Raiders, and the owner of the New York Giants, Wellington Mara. And other preseason games tonight. Let's go to Green Bay. I didn't know they were that nice in Green Bay, actually. That's a small city, right? First quarter, number 34 in the dark uniform there. That's Edgar Bennett, 18-yard run. But guess what? Torn Achilles tendon injury. He's out for the season. Yes, that's not a good injury. That's a bad injury. Chris Darkin for Green Bay. Now, scores the 1-yard touchdown, but he's got to work on something else. When you're going to jump in the stands, it better be a good one. Green Bay 20-0 over Miami. The Phillies continue their West Coast trip. Nothing new so far in this one. Let's go to Los Angeles. Not in the trip, anyway. Kurt Schilling on the hill against Hideo Nomo. And in the bottom of the first inning, Mike Piazza. You don't even have to look at that one. Ding dong. Yeah, out of there, and that's where it stands right now in the 5th. Dodgers lead it 1-0. And for fans interested in watching the Eagles camp, the team is off tomorrow, but have workouts again on Monday at 8:45 in the morning, 2:45 in the afternoon. And in golf, Jason Allred won today at Aronimink in the USGA Amateur Championship of Golf. And tomorrow, a whole lot more. I'm sure we'll hear more on the Eagles, but that's
absolutely.
Tomorrow.
Okay, Howard, thank you. Hey, there's one race that you missed. Howard didn't have the highlights of this one. Coming up, we'll take you to the Wiener Dog Nationals when News 10 continues. Stick around.
Honda 97 clearance has arrived. And just when you could use a new car. Timing is everything, isn't it?
Today, Earl Herzog, heart wax specialist, decided to add a little salsa to his life, and Chi-Chi's. With such delicious choices, it is a wonder he cleaned his plate. After all, who knows better than Chi-Chi's? Life always needs a little salsa. Dry Chi-Chi's enchilada platters or no low-fat chicken enchiladas, just $5.99 to $6.99.
Finally tonight, the old saying that slow but steady wins the race certainly rang true at a competition in Kansas today. It was the Wiener Dog Nationals. 64 Dachshunds were chosen at random to compete in the 4 preliminary races. The field was narrowed down and the finalists took another crack at the track along with their owners. What they lacked in speed, they certainly made up in enthusiasm. I like the guy in the blue shirt. The champion goes home with a trophy and a year's supply of dog food, the Wiener Nationals.
He's eating a lot of hot dogs, that guy in blue.
Tallest dachshunds I've ever seen.
That's News 10 for now. For Bill and Howard, all of us here at News 10, I'm Tim Lake. News 10 continues at 6 tomorrow morning with News 10 Today, Sunrise. And Saturday Night Live is coming up next.
If you see news, call 1-800-TIP-WCAU.